Hello, I am Pam, and this is my channel, Made by Pam, and this is a live video, so you'll see me interacting with people from the chat, but I am going to be working on Butterick 5967. It is a shirt pattern. You saw it in my thumbnail there. And I worked on some last night, and so we're just going to continue. Last night hi Angie, how are you? Good to see you. I have this all interfaced now, and I have it pinned together. This is the inside facing piece of the shirt that I'm working on. So I'm just going to scan you down so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. And I have this all ironed together. But first we are going to move my machine ahead. Scan you down. And I'm just going to go ahead and get started here. Hi, Dixie. Good to see you. I'm sewing the facing pieces together for this shirt project I'm working on. Last night I got my interfacing cut and put onto the pieces.
Is there supposed to be a ride to the track station?
I'm doing a live right now.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
Okay,
sorry.
I didn't know that.
That's okay. Seeing if she could get a ride down to the station, but she's just gonna have to ride the bus and catch it that way. Because I barely started. Then you got cold. Okay. So I have that all sewn together. I will need to iron this in just a little bit. I have my iron set up. But before I iron this, I will be working on a wool applique project. Oh, I've seen those kind of wool applique things. Those things are pretty cool, Dixie. Is it almost kind of like needle felting? I've seen like applique projects that they use like needle felting to do. It's pretty cool. All right. So what I'm going to do now, turn that like that. Okay. This morning I got up and I went and attached these shoulders because it says to stitch up this. We will attach the sides together and then sew on the sleeves. Oh, okay. It keeps freezing. It's your connection. Yeah, it might be my connection too. It could possibly be on my end also, which I apologize for. It's not exactly like the best time to be doing this because kids are all on the computers and my nephew is on he's playing on the PS5. And of course, most of those are all online games that they play. So Ford computer's going. And a PS5. And then my daughter will probably get on too and play on her computer because she just got home. Okay, so I have this all pinned together. And go ahead and stitch that. And I'll just use the same seam allowance I use because then it is the same. Because if I changed it now, it would screw things up. But if I keep it what I have been sewing it at, everything will match. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. One of the things I like about sewing is seeing the project come together. Seeing it make shape and come together and become something. But you're making this piece of fabric into a garment or like a purse or an object. Oh, it's raining there? Oh my goodness. It was kind of cold yesterday. Well, it wasn't cold, but it was a cooler day. Today, it's heated back up. It said 88 out there right now, is what my computer says. But by the weekend, it's supposed to be like 100 degrees. Do you believe that? 100 degrees outside on the weekend. I'm just glad for once Thursday wasn't the hottest day of the week. Because the last couple weeks, Thursday has been one of the hottest days. Granted, I don't like when Fridays are the hottest days either. Because Fridays I go out and I mow my lawn. So Thursdays I go and mow somebody else's lawn because they needed it. He asked if I knew anyone that he could hire to mow his lawn. And I said, me. And so each week I go and I mow the lawn and I get paid. And so then it gives me a little bit of extra money that I can use for stuff. All right. I have this all sewn together. The next step now, though, is I do need to need to iron this so that I can put those together. And I did get out my pressing ham. I actually made this one. It's got a bunch of sawdust in it. I have a local wood mill, wood planing mill place that if I ever needed more sawdust, I could go and get some from them. But I don't need any more yet. That's cool, Angie. So after I got off last night, I got my facings ready. Then I went upstairs to bed because I had to make sure I got some sleep so I could function today. And then I got home and it was kind of well, I got home and took my kids to the park for lunch and my granddaughter to the park. And then I came home and sat with her downstairs for a little bit. And then because my daughter was taking a nap when I got home from the park. But yeah. Then I took a little cat nap for a couple minutes today. Not very long, just a small one. Because I ended up being a little bit tired from work. Alright, I got that ironed. Whoops. I have this horrible habit of sitting on my leg, so sitting on my foot, and it's an awful habit to have. Then I catch myself and have to remedy that. Okay. So now that I have that all ironed, it is time to pin the facing in place. So it basically matched the seams together on the shoulders. I'm just going to pin it down over here too. That just makes it sure it stays in place. And then pin it over here. I figured once I get the shirt done, I can show off my new machine that I got. Then the thing is, I just have to find a spot to put it. But I have a table back there that I put my machines on. I'm going to have to rearrange some stuff so that my machines will all fit back there. Because I like to put them all back on the table, especially when I need this table free. Because I use from like here, so in this section here, all the way over for cutting. So I cut out my patterns and my fabrics and stuff that way. So what'd you cook, Angie? I didn't really cook anything today. I helped my daughter with her chicken noodle soup that she made. And I'm just pinning the facings. Let's see. Mashed potatoes, blackened peas, cornbread, and hamburger helper. Yum. Oh yeah, it goes all the way down. I just check in my instructions to make sure that the stitch goes all the way down to the bottom. Like yesterday, I made hamburgers for my kids for lunch. Well, because I got in hamburger patties the other day and just hadn't had a chance to cook them up yet. So I cooked them up yesterday for lunch. All right. Like I was thinking, I have this other kind of fabric. It's like a more of a flow fabric, more of a drape type fabric, like what skirts and dresses and stuff would be made out of. It's got more of like a flow to it. And I was thinking about this shirt, and I'm like, you know, if I use that, this would look so, it would have a really like flowy sense to it. Oh, that's good, Dixie. I just poked my finger. Right. Even though I pinned I'm all on that side, I am going to be sewing from the other side because I can actually see the serging stitch. On the other side, not so well. When it says a 5/8" seam allowance, but sometimes that seems a little excessive and a little extra space is okay. Because I definitely would not want this to be too tight on her. Sometimes I forget to put down my needle inside the fabric when I'm sewing. But I have a button I can push that will put a needle down or needle up. Yeah, I'm still live. Yep, I see. Yep.
I got a poster that's really hilarious. I'll show you off the screen. What's you working on?
A shirt for Kellyanne.
That one. Hi, Cat.
My daughter came in for a second. She was showing me what she got from Walmart. Hi, Joy. Good to see you. I'm just continuing to work on the Butterick pattern that I started I was working on it last night. Hi, Stacy. So I just sewed on the facing of this. And it says to understitch the facing. So what understitching means is basically stitching like under, like, so stitching this piece, so this edge here down, but it also said to trim. I think the trim means like the, hi Kelly, and I am working on your shirt. It says to trim. I think it means to trim these corners and possibly snip the curves. I hate doing that when I serge stuff, snipping the curves. But it should be okay though, right? The reason why you clip the curves garments is so that will lay correctly. It has a better curve to it. So it's like kind of snipping up to the stitching, but not through the stitching. I probably overdo it when I'm clipping the curves. But I was telling them that I have another fabric that has a really nice drape to it, really flowy, that probably, and it's a softer fabric too, that would probably work really well with this pattern. But it's like back in the cabinet, put away. It'll be kind of difficult to get to at the moment. Well, I guess not that difficult. The cabinet's kind of where I can actually open it. Now, if it was in the back room, in the piles of fabric that I have, it wouldn't be so easy. Right, clip this corner. It's just so that when you clip the corner, it's so that when you turn it, it will have a better point to it, I guess. And then thinking I do need to press it so it has it lays down better. So I get out my board here. go ahead and iron this. So good of you guys all to join me today. Just before I got on, my daughter came down with her daughter, so with my granddaughter. And I think she was gonna want me to take her and hold her for a minute. And I told her that I had a live scheduled and that wasn't gonna happen. And right after I went live, my daughter's friend came down and asked if I'd take him to the front runner station. It's like a kind of like a train station, but it's a front runner, so it's kind of almost like a subway type thing, but it's not in the ground, it's all up top, because she needs to go home. And I told her, no, I'm sorry, I can't do it. That's so nice, huh? But it's what happens. On the instructions it says to understitch as far as possible. But after I understitch, I would turn the facing to the inside. It's because it has those corners. Exactly, Dixie. Oh yeah. I still have those pins in of the shoulder seams. I forgot about that for a minute. But she can ride the bus down to the front runner station. It's just over the bridge. And if all else fails, she could always walk. People do it all the time. But I'll finally get this shirt finished for you, Kel. And then I can get it in the mail and mailed to you. Like this, it didn't say to clip the curves on the instructions. But it's okay, because I did it anyways. And you're not going to see it later. unless you pull up the edge to look underneath the facing. All right. Put my board back up. Move my machine back. And my shoulder itches. Because I have a sunburn. And when you have a sunburn, you itch. Really, Andrew? When I was younger, I used to ride the bus all the time. My kids like to ride their bikes around the neighborhood. Which is good. I remember when I was younger, I used to ride the bike all the time. I used to ride the bus quite a bit too. Granted, I was a teenager, but I still would ride the bus. Fix that stitch, and then I'll continue because I'm right there at the corner. Hi, Marty. Welcome in. Something's going on. Right now, I am understitching around the facing. That I can try to get done, completed as much as I can. Like some of this, I thought I pressed it down properly, but I guess some of it I didn't. The stitching just wants all the little pieces that I trimmed want to stick up and be all weird. Or maybe I didn't stick it down the right way. Like iron it down the right way. I don't know. Reverse shoulder replacement. Ew. That doesn't sound fun. I hope I never have to have that happen. I'm locking my stitches in place, and I'm going to trim it. Oh, thank you, Marty. It's good to be able to come down and sew and talk to everybody and chat, because I haven't done this in a long time. I kind of got out of the habit. Oh, you're fine, Angie. Yeah, it is, Marty. Like a little sewing circle. So my husband to where he was going. Good. All right. Got this. And I'm going to have to go through and iron this again. Trim some of my threads here. Like my machine trims a little bit. On the back side, it leaves like the 2 threads as it cuts them. Oh yeah, Cal. Alright. I'm just gonna use my arm real quick and press this down. And then we'll sew the side seams. This way. I guess before I did any top stitching, this is just under stitching, so it's not going to show too much. But if I did top stitching on it, like the buttonholes and stuff, I might change it to a different color thread. But I guess I should ask Kellyanne what she would prefer. Do you mind the white thread showing if I had a top stitch or like for the buttonholes? Or would you prefer it to be a green thread? Because I do have green thread that I can use. For the buttonholes. And for the hem, because you have the top stitching of the hem too. So that might be a good idea to know what the choice is going to be. Thank you, Stephanie. You prefer green thread? Okay. So for the hems and stuff, I will use green thread. I probably, before I understitch this, I probably should have gotten out the green thread for along this understitching. It's not really going to show much for the finished project, but I will definitely find some green thread. And then we'll have to decide on the buttons. I don't know what buttons I'll put on it yet. Well, thank you, Marty. But I have tons of buttons. Just depends on what buttons we choose. And doing the buttons and the buttonholes, it will hold down this facing also. Okay. Now the next step is sewing the arm, like the side seams. Okay. I'll still probably do with button choices, Kellyanne, when I figure out what ones would possibly work. And the little notches are lining right up, which is a good sign. It means I didn't screw up too bad. They have a green thread that I used on the serging. Can't even see that. I have a black, a gray, and a green that I used on the serging.
Hello.
Oh, my son Daniel just came down.
Can I say hi to them?
Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Kathy.
Mom?
What?
Can I grab some of your Pringles?
Well, you have Pringles upstairs you can grab.
Oh.
These are my Pringles. So if you want Pringles, you can get some from the stash upstairs.
Oh. I'm gonna steal some candy.
Okay, you may have some candy. Now, Soul Passionate Memories is Stephanie Graham. She also has a YouTube channel. Now you want Pringles? So when I got my Pringles, I got a variety pack. So it had barbecue, original, sour cream and onion, and the cheddar. Well, I think they already ate all of the flavored ones upstairs. So he wanted to steal mine that I have. Hello, Daniel. So Cube Mom Bro is my son, Daniel. He was just down here. And since he saw that I'm live, he wanted to get in chat and say hello. Oh, you're asking Daniel what kind of animals we have now? I'm sure he'll tell you. I could tell you too. But we'll see if he gets them all. Alright. I have that side seam all pinned. Now it's time to sew it up. and move my machine back forward. I don't know, is he going to answer you, Dixie? So we still have the rats. We still have cats. We still have a dog. We still have birds. Oh yeah. It just had to go straight into my cart when I saw it on sale. I still kind of need to do like a unboxing video just because I can. Oh, and we still have a hedgehog too. I'd prefer if we didn't have so many, but it is what it is. I think it was Tuesday that I bought the machine. And my daughter said I didn't need another one.
Mom?
What, Timo? Oh, did you pull that apart again?
Nope. I just randomly did that, and I'm gonna grab a bit.
Okay, you may grab
No.
a grape. What?
Something. I don't like the color.
Oh, you don't like the green ones?
Yeah, I like the purple one.
The purple ones are up in the fridge. You can get some purple ones.
Like 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, then I'll come back.
Okay.
No.
I should have this ready by...
Alright.
No, go up and get them. I should have it ready by the time you get back.
Okay. But then put on myself.
No,
On the bench.
you'll just have to come back down and get it when you're done.
Okay.
Like, his ear thing comes off of his headphones every once in a while. And so he always brings it down to me or ask me to put it back on. So now that it's put back on, that'll be good. Like the machine I'm using right now is also a sewing embroidery machine. That's a Topaz 40. So it will do embroidery. So now I have 3 sewing embroidery machines. Before I just had 2, because I have the SE 625 from Brother. And now I have the SE 725. And then I have the Topaz 40 fighting machine, because it will do bigger designs. Alright, thank you. And then recently, I was, well, I was asked to make some designs for my dad's work. Because he has, he does sprinklers and stuff. Well, his boss needed needed embroidery for some of the shirts. So my dad asked me if I could digitize the design. So I digitized the design. See, this one is my dad's, because he has a side company besides his other job. And then this is the digitizing that I did for his boss. And then I was able to put it on some t-shirts. And he...
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Elizabeth.
I thought I'm live streaming and Mom can I please did you buy cleaning supply?
What?
Did you buy
Oh, Brianna bought that. Oh, you want to clean the toilet? Well, ask Brianna. You never used the embroidery function on your machine? Do you have a sewing embroidery machine, Dixie?
I do not want to ask Brianna.
You don't want to ask Brianna?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Alright. Now time to get my iron down again. Alright, well,
I don't know why I asked Brianna.
he's the one that bought that one.
So technically it'd be the weight.
Yeah, but she bought the cleaning supplies. But there is the liquid stuff that's sitting on top of the cabinet in the laundry room bathroom that has a picture of a toilet on it.
Can that clean the toilet?
What?
Can that clean the toilet?
Can that clean the toilets? Yes, it's meant for the toilets.
So there's a toilet.
Yeah, you just open it up and squirt it in the toilet, and then you use the toilet brush and clean the toilet.
It's like I died thing.
Yep. Oh, you have a Singer Legacy? Yeah. Crazy, huh? My daughter wants to clean the toilet. I know. I don't want her to clean the toilet. I hate cleaning the toilets. I'm just ironing these seams open because that's what the instructions said to do. But I do not always follow the instructions on patterns. But sometimes I do. It depends on the pattern and how many times I've made it. and what changes I want to make. Because every once in a while, I do have something that I make, and then I make it again, and I change things on it. Just kind of checking out I think it turned out pretty good. So these corners match, kind of hard to tell, but they match right up. And even on this intersection, they match right up. Pretty cool.
You lied, Mom.
What?
You lied.
I didn't lie. Is it all gone?
It looked as if I didn't say anything with toilet on it.
Okay, one moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, she wants to clean the toilet. And she looked at the stuff and she didn't see a picture of a toilet, because I guess the bottle doesn't have a picture of the toilet. But it does say toilet bowl cleaner on the package. Okay. I just feel like crying because of the picture she sent me of her arms. Huh. Oh, man. Does she have skin cancer? That's no fun. Alright. So I have as much done. Well, not really. So I was going to say I have as much done as I can get done on this before the next step. But not really, because I can do the bottom hem before I put the sleeves on. So I think that's what I will do, is do the bottom hem before I thank you, Marty. Before I put the I think maybe I shouldn't have gone as far down as I went with the understitching. Or maybe it's fine. I should be fine. Oh, Stage 4 breast cancer. I'm so sorry, Angie. That's like terminal cancer. That's no fun. Wow. I think I'm pretty lucky in the kids department. My kids are pretty good kids. All right. So it says to go an inch up from the bottom. And I just want to mark it because that will help with it. I didn't mark things, you know. Okay. Then I will just kind of compare my lines. Okay, they match up. Put my ruler back. Have a nice little hook on the side. I like to use my ruler. So the reason for this is match that so that when you turn it, it will kind of automatically turn this in. Hopefully this works how it's supposed to. I'm not entirely sure. So if I do this, I'm going to turn it, make sure it looks right. Now, see, that looks right. Looks perfect. Okay. And then I just need to trim this piece. All right. Just use my little tweezers here to poke out this. Oh. Let's just add in my scissors. There. but we'll go ahead and sew this other seam in. Whoops. Hi, Mona. Oh, you're fine, Angie. It's good to get updates. But I know you said your aunt had cancer a while ago. So it's good to get an update on how she's doing. I think we live vicariously through others a lot of the time.
Mom, toys are gonna get as clean as they can get.
Okay, thank you.
This one is more dirty than the other.
Yep. And just make sure you wash your hands really good with soap and water. And she just got done cleaning the toilets.
Mom, I have a toilet. It's super dirty. It's so dirty. Toys are gonna get
Alright. See, look how awesome that is. Alright. So, next step in this process is sewing the sleeves. So, first I need to put my stitch length a little bit longer. I'm just putting it up to 4. Because I don't want the basing stitch because it does the stitches too far apart for my liking. But it's got like an E stitch in the shoulder. So if I do it at a 4, now wouldn't that be nice, Angie? She cleans because she knows if she cleans, she can earn some money. And she's doing this. She didn't ask for any money for this. But I know later she's going to ask me how much she gets for cleaning the toilets. And she washed the dishes too. Last night my other daughter actually washed the dishes, thank goodness. But this daughter also does stuff to, because she likes to earn some money. And I tell them if they do chores, they can earn money. And especially if I don't have to ask them and they're just doing it. That's even better. So I guess I'm going to have to find $1 and give her $1 for her hard work in cleaning. Unfortunately, Angie, I don't think she could make it to your house in time. That would take a very long time. Oh, I don't need that yet. Okay, so I got that stitching done. Now it says to stitch together the side seams of the sleeve. And then before I do any of my top stitching, I'm gonna have to find some green thread. Like I have green thread on my serger. But I also have spools of green thread. Just 1 minute. So I have this bag of thread that I got from the thrift store. I have this one. It's like a dark forest green. That might be too dark for that. It kind of matches the background of that. And then I have a small spool, but that's not going to be enough. Yeah, this is a thrifted sewing supply. I have a lighter one, but that's not very much, so that would barely get by there. So you don't want too dark. Got some more thread in here, but this also seems like another dark thread. But that one's also dark. This one's actually a little brighter and lighter than that one. Okay, so that's one of my things. Don't worry though, I have more. Oh, you like this one. Oh, okay. Woo! Thanks, Stacy. I thought she was saying it was too dark and that she didn't like it. Oh, goodness. All right. I have that for when I do this top stitching on the hems. And I guess I should probably change the bobbin thread too, since the bobbin thread is white. Change it to the dark green. So that I can do that. There I go again, sitting on my foot. Okay, Angie. for a little bit. This machine, I pretty much only used it I used to just use it for embroidery. And when I took it in to be serviced, she said, well, you gotta use it for the other functions too, not just embroidery. I'm like, okay. So I've been using it for actual sewing too, not just embroidery. That's good thinking, Kellyanne. If you can't find the right shade, then go darker. Because and the dark green will kind of blend in with the background. You hear some little squeaking. It's a foot pedal. It's squeaking some as I push it down. So this machine came with a really awful sewing foot, sewing pedal. And I hate using it because the cord is a little bit stiffer. And it's just a pain. And the pedal is smaller. Until one day I was thinking, they're both Vikings. I wonder if the pedal from my serger will work in my sewing machine. Well, of course it did. So I have been using the same foot pedal for my serger and my sewing machine. Hi, Marty. Good to see you. I actually came on a little bit earlier tonight, even though it's already 9 o'clock where you are. But I've been on for an hour and a half. But it's good to see you. So now we have 2 Martys in the room. Marty is my honorary big sister. Alright. So I think on the instructions it says to iron the seams open, yes, and then stitch around. So since my next steps, yes, Angie was the first one in chat for quite a while. So I'm going to change out the thread. I have this nice little drawer thing here on the back for my spools. All right. Alright. So I am just winding my bobbin. I don't even have to have my foot on the pedal to wind my bobbin. Okay, put it back down. Close that. All right. There we go. Put that there. Yeah, I throw my threads on the floor because then later I just go through and I clean them all up. Because I have a broom over there set up. I go through and clean up my threads that I have thrown on the floor. I'm going to see if I can use this for my sleeve. Part of it maybe. Just to open up this hem. I do have a sleeve roll pressing hem also, but it's like skinny. What I need to do is make a big fat one. Not quite this fat, but like a roll. I do also have an ironing board, like a sleeve board, but it's clear back there, and I just kind of have stuff stacked behind me that would be hard to get to. Then I'd have to put it back after I'm done. Oh, good night, Mona. Thanks for stopping in. All right. Have that one pressed. See, the other way I could have done it, besides sticking it on the ham, I'll show you two different ways. Put it this way, where you just kind of leave it laying out. Press it down. You know what I forgot to do again? After I stitched my stitch, I forgot to tighten up my stitch length, just like I forgot to do yesterday. Forgot to put it back to what it was. So now I am going to have to go over and re-sew down the seam because the stitch length isn't tight enough. And now that I have the green thread in it, alright, having that tighter stitch width really makes a difference. But I am going to have to get that iron back down. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn these pieces and go along. And basically the instructions say to turn and turn. What I was going to do was just turn it and have the serge edge on the edge. But I guess I'll leave it up to Kellyanne. Are you okay with the serge edge, or would you like me to turn it in so that the serge edge doesn't show? So this is your shirt. You're going to be wearing it. Okay. So I'll do it how I originally planned on doing it, okay? And an eyeball. the seam as I iron it down. And it's just that part of the inside might be seen while you're wearing it. So actually I am going to fold it in, because the way the sleeves work, you can kind of see the inside edge. So but if you don't mind, okay, it would, Marty. And that's not a problem at all. I'll probably need to pin some of this. Pin it down so that it stays. Because it just keeps wanting to pop up. I know, she's gonna have this shirt and the other shirt that I made her. She's gonna be styling. And then when I get these done and ready, I'll make sure I send out Kel some scraps of the fabric. Oh, is everything okay, Angie? Hope your other aunt's okay. Oh, you buy all your clothes from Walmart? Oh, he's talking about your uncle. Hopefully he's okay. Like, I'll buy underwear and stuff from Walmart, and sometimes socks, but I try to use the socks and underwear and stuff as long as I can. I have patterns to make some. I do. I don't know. I guess I'm just stuck in my ways. But like socks and stuff, I don't think I would make socks myself. I don't know. I can crochet, but I really don't knit. I do have a sock loom that I got a while ago, and I have sock yarn that I bought because I got it thrifting. So in my future, I may use a little sock loom and make up some socks. Oh, you try to make socks with a loom? Forget that. Yeah, I can at least try. Making sure that wasn't a text message, and it's not. If I learn how, I could show you. I don't know if I'll learn, but we can try. And I have instructions with it too, I think. I made blankets and hats and scarves with a loom. The sock loom has like the smaller pegs that are finer. Isn't it fun watching somebody iron something? I'm being sarcastic. And I like this tiny little iron that I have. I had bigger irons, but this tiny little iron I got thrifting, of course. But it was brand new. It was still in the box and everything. I don't think it had ever been used. So I purchased it one time when I was thrifting. And it has been my favorite little iron since I took it out. Not only that, but it's small and compact. And, you know, it's just simple. And it does have a, like a temperature knob. So if I need to change the temperature on it, which I don't really ever mess with that. Like this ironing mat that I'm using, I found a set of 2 of them. So it has this one and then it has another one, but it's blue. But it was put together. But for one of these individually is like $45 off of Amazon. Well, I got it for like $5 for both of them from the thrift store. And I just happened to go and I was like, I've got a couple minutes. I'm just going to run in and look real quick and see if there's anything that catches my eye that I'm going to get. So I went in to look. So I didn't grab a card at all because I was just going to be a couple minutes. And I saw this and had to get it. And I think I got a couple other items when I got this. But I might have only gotten this that day. But I grabbed it and went up to the checkout stand and checked out. Because I was picking up my niece from her house. Oh, like a little blanket, like a throw blanket, yeah. Like a little Afghan. Like a lapgan. One that you can just set on your lap or something. And just cover up. Yeah. But sometimes I find some really, really good deals at the thrift store. Exactly, Troy. So, a while ago, it's been a while, but I found a quilting loom. So like a loom that you can set up and set a quilt on it to quilt. That's like out of the PVC pipe stuff. And those are quite expensive. If you buy them brand new. Well, this still had the box, so had the box, but I got it for like $3 for $2.99, and I put it in my cart. And I looked it up online to see how much. It could be for hand quilting, or it could be for like, yeah, it would be hand quilting. So it could be for tying the quilt or hand stitching. Not one that you can hook your machine up to. That'd be nice. One of those handy quilters that you put your machine on and can use your regular machine to quilt. That'd be cool. But yeah, for hand quilting. But they're quite expensive. But I saw it. So this, I am going to make my stitch length a little bit wider, maybe a 3.5, my stitch length. And then I'm just going to use my edge of my foot here just to kind of keep it even as I go. So I have a big, like, hand quilting frame. One that I use to tie my quilts when I make them. One that was made for me by my ex, like over 20 years ago. And I still have it. And I keep it in the garage. But the only place in this area that would work for setting up a quilt to tie and stuff is the garage. But I put it in my cart, and then a little bit later I saw one of the guys that likes to thrift, and he's a reseller. He sells his stuff on eBay. So he'll buy stuff and resell it. And that's something he would have snatched up. So I was glad I was there before he was. Or he would have gotten it. Like, I went thrifting, was it last week? Yeah, because I got some patterns and stuff. But I went and I was with my daughter because she had exactly Marty. So she had something she had to do. I don't remember what it was, but I had to take her somewhere for something. But after we were done, I took her to her dentist appointment. That's right. So after we were done, she's like, "Hey, can we go thrifting? Can we go to the Layton DI?" I'm like, "Sure." So we headed out to Layton. And first, we went to Savers. And then we went to DI. And it's a good thing we got to DI when we did. So, once we got there, I saw it's a stroller, but it's an adult disability stroller. Well, for bigger kids. So, it was a Cruiser 800. Was it 800 or 80? But it was, it's a stroller, but for bigger people, not little people. Because my sister has a 12-year-old son that's disabled, and her strollers that she has keep having issues because they're not meant for 50-60 pound kid sitting that's bigger to sit in them. They're meant for little kids and infants and stuff that weigh under 30 pounds. Well, so I saw this big stroller, and it didn't have a price on it, but I asked one of the people. They're like, "Oh, they'll just price it for you up front." I'm like, "Oh, cool." But I got it put in my cart, and so I went, after we got done doing all of our other shopping, because we look around, and I find patterns and fabric and stuff, different things, and of course I found books when I went. But we found this disability stroller. I could actually pull it up on my phone. Hi, Daniel. I could pull it up on my phone really quick and show you. I actually took a screenshot of it. Well, I took a picture of it to ask my sister. But so, this is the picture of the stroller, and it has like the little wheelchair, like little footrest things. And this is one of the pictures of one. And look at what the price would be on that item. That's a lot of money for that kind of stroller. So I got it for, actually, how about you guess? How much do you think I paid for the stroller at the thrift store? And I told them that it was a big kid stroller. I know, right, Marty? Well, I didn't pay that much for it, but I'll give you guys a chance to guess before I tell you the price. Close, Kel. Any other guesses?
Mom,
Hi, Timo.
Daniel is looking at your live stream. Okay? Daniel is
Actually,
looking.
cheaper than Kel's, Stacy.
Daniel is looking at your live stream, watching it. Okay?
Yeah.
But not telling anything.
Yeah, he said hi.
Okay?
Close. So I spent $8 on that stroller. Talk about a killer of a deal.
Mom, I know how to these.
Oh, you found a Jolly Rancher? Yum. Oh, I know, right, Kel? Absolute score.
Can you help me open this?
Yeah. I know, right, Stacy? But yeah, $8. Which, when I was talking to her, the lady, I was like, it's a stroller. I'm thinking maybe $20. She looks at it and she gives it to me for $8. You know, I would have paid $20 for that stroller. Do you not want it? Do you still want it or no?
Yeah, but I need help opening it all the way. Something with 2 holes. My fingers. That's why I meant for climbing and playing games.
Oh.
Also watching YouTube videos.
Oh, really?
Also listening to them. Yep.
It's not meant for opening up candy bars.
Do my teeth off, but once it holds to do my teeth, then I got to touch my hands.
Okay. And then, not only that, I needed to go to the grocery store and get some groceries. Because we was going to go to Walmart because we needed some groceries. Because Walmart has like the Fruit Loops with marshmallows, like the Fruity Tooties, the Multi-Mill brand. And so we went. So on our way, we took my son with us, my 7-year-old. But we decided to go thrifting at the other DI, the one closer to my house, but the opposite way from my house than the other one. And we found a knee scooter. So one of those ones, like if you hurt your foot or whatever, it's like a scooter that you would rest your leg on and push yourself around. So I found one of those. And those things are pretty expensive too. I found it for $10. You know, I looked at it and I checked it out. And of course I had to go in my cart too. Because who wouldn't purchase a knee scooter for $10? Granted, my daughter's like, why do you need that? Like, why are you getting that? I'm like, because I can. That's my answer for a lot of things. It's because I can. Right? So, I got the knee scooter. But so I told my sister about it. And she was like, when I hurt my ankle last year, the doctor wanted me to use one of those. But they are super expensive. So of course she didn't use one. Hi Martiza. Welcome, welcome. So I told my sister about the knee scooter. And she was like, good score. And of course it is, because you can't find those very much, I know I'm doing this wrong. I'm not doing it wrong. Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay. I was just thinking of a different way that would make it easier, but I know what I need to do. Oh my goodness. But then no, it's not upside down. It matches up. It's because when you do it, you usually will do it like inside out like this and have the sleeve inside. And I just didn't have it that way yet. I want it this other way. But yeah, when I went to that thrift store, I ended up spending a lot more than what I did at the other one.
Mom. Mom.
True, Marty. What, Daniel?
Can you make me some ramen?
No, not right now.
Oh. Later?
Later. You know how to make it.
Yeah, it's hard to make ramen.
It's not hard to make ramen. Ramen's like one of the easiest things you can make.
Oh, the easiest things you can make is a sandwich.
You could make a bowl of cereal. That would tie you over until ramen, right?
I could just wait until you're done with your live stream.
True, you could.
Also, I saw that you were talking about a stroller.
Yeah. I bought a stroller for Jordan.
And also got him a knee scooter.
Yep, I did. It's in the garage.
Oh. What if you got him the femur breaker?
Why would I do that?
Well, what if it was really cheap? I could possibly buy it.
All right, Cal. Thank you so much for your input and joining me. I will continue to work on this. So right here I have a dot marked on my fabric right there that lines up to the seam. Clear decorative buttons. Okay, I'll see what I have, Cal. I think I have some like green clear buttons. I'm pretty sure. But they're back there. So I will take some pictures of them and send them to you. Just pull the string a little bit here to kind of make it a little bit of a gather for the E-stitching.
I'm gonna go back upstairs.
Okay, good idea. Yeah, it kind of ruches. It's like an E-stitch to ease in this the shoulder of the sleeve. Just like a little bit of a gather. Oh, before I forget, I adjust my stitch length back to what it needs to be so that I don't sew the sleeve on with the wrong stitch length. But these like ease stitches, like gathering stitches, they will be removed when I finish so that you won't see the white thread that I used to gather the stitch. Like yesterday, I had to go do something. Can't remember what I had to go do. Yeah, that's why I used the 3.5. No, the 3.5 was for the top stitching. The gathering stitch was a 4. Was a length 4. 3.5 was for my top stitching. Because usually if you have the stitch length a little bit longer for top stitching, it makes it look a little bit nicer if it's not like all bunched together. Right, so I have this all pinned. I'll sew this one on. You okay, Danny?
Yeah. I'm just watching you sew.
You're watching me sew?
Yes.
Oh, fun. Yeah, everyone else is watching me sew too.
Yeah, just from a different camera angle.
Yeah, from a different perspective than what you are.
We only see the fabric getting stabbed by a needle.
Something like that. Do you ever want to learn how to sew?
No.
No? Why not?
Well, I might want to in the future.
It's a good skill to have.
I like making costumes.
Yeah. Well, you know, I have that learning machine that I can teach you how to sew anytime.
Yeah. That's what kind of thing I would try to sew. A fursuit.
A fursuit.
It's basically a
You might want to
costume.
start out with something simple to begin with, though.
Oh.
You don't want something super complicated for your first project.
How about make a Halloween costume for Karma?
I don't know.
Like if Karma is interested in cats or just animals, just make the costume be Karma's favorite animal.
Oh, really? Well, we're not going to really know what her favorite animal is for a while.
Oh.
Not till she gets much older.
Well, just make the costume be whatever animal Karma likes the most.
Oh.
It's either dog, rat, hedgehog, bird, or rat.
Or a cat or a dog.
I already said dog
Oh, okay.
and cat.
Oh, okay.
If the animal in the house that Karma likes the most is a cat, then just make the costume be a cat.
So the stitch length I'm using right now is a 2.5. Alright, so here is the sleeve all sewn on, and it gets like a little bit of a pucker at the top. Alright.
Mom, guess what else I would be interested in the future?
What?
Guess what else I would be interested in the future?
What?
I would be interested in just programming.
Programming?
Yes.
Oh, fun.
And also possibly building a computer.
Oh.
Like I would build one that is a really powerful computer.
Yeah.
And also it can basically run basically any app.
Yeah.
And also I'd make there be a lot of storage space on that computer.
Oh, okay.
Like the amount of gigabytes of RAM in that computer would be like 10 quintillion.
Really?
Like I try to make a computer that basically recreates the amount of storage inside of a brain.
Oh my.
Like, you know how humans can think of anything and just keep remembering it?
Sure.
And just remember a whole lot of things. I have the amount of RAM and storage space in that computer be 100 times bigger,
Yeah.
or a quintillion times bigger.
Oh my.
And it would basically be the size of like a Amazon box.
Oh really?
Like it would be as big as that Amazon box behind this background.
Oh, okay.
Or make that computer be like smaller than the Amazon box.
Oh.
Like you could fit like 100 million of those computers inside of an Amazon box.
I don't know.
Like each one would be that small.
That's kind of crazy.
Like if I figured out how I would just make it that small,
Oh.
or just have 100 quintillion be able to fit inside a phone.
Really?
Yes. Like that much fitting in one device.
Okay, got that all lined up. Now to pull the string to gather that stitch.
I'm looking at your camera.
Yeah?
The only thing it sees is your hand and the fabric and the sewing machine.
Yep.
And also this.
Yep.
But possibly not this.
Oh, it sees part of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us, Angie. You have a good sleep. Appreciate you sticking with us that long. I know. We're going on 2.5 hours.
I knocked down one of your things.
Yeah, my pressing ham.
Oh. It looks more
It's a
like a
sewing
pillow to
tool.
me.
Yeah, it's a sewing tool.
It's a sewing
It's like
pillow.
for ironing.
It's a sewing pillow.
Yeah, something like that. It's used for ironing clothing and stuff and curbs.
Mom.
What?
Guess what else I might be interested
Hi,
in
Penny.
the future? Mom. Guess what
Good
else
to
I would
see
be
you.
interested in the future?
What?
Just making stuff from popular video games become real.
Oh, really?
Like possibly beginning with Minecraft and then moving on to other video games.
Yeah.
Like possibly ones that would basically involve
So Penny, I am
escaping
working on Butterick
something that you do not want to touch
5967.
you.
It is a shirt pattern. This one right here. And I am making it for Kellyanne. Because I like to make things for my friends. And see, if I make it and make it for somebody else, then it doesn't have to sit in my house and take up room. It means it's going somewhere else and I don't have to worry about it. Just like when I make Project Dress-A-Girl dresses, I'm making those for somebody else. And then that means that they go away and I don't have to have it here. Because I am a fabric hoarder. I'm a craft supplies of any sort hoarder, I'll tell you. So I buy fabric, and sometimes when I'm shopping and I see fabric at the thrift store, depending on what it is, I get it because I'm like, oh, that would be so cute for a Project Dress-A-Girl dress. So I buy fabric in anticipation of using it for that charity. Like I'll even see patterns at the thrift store, and I'll look at the pattern and look at the requirements on it. And if it's like a pullover dress that doesn't require buttons or zippers or any of that, usually I'll get it and use it for Project Dress-A-Girl. So I have a couple of patterns. Like I keep them separate from my other patterns so that when that time comes, I know exactly where those patterns are that I am going to be using for Project Dress-A-Girl. And usually, Mari sews. She kicks off Project Dress-A-Girl at like the end of end of August, so like beginning of September, I think. And Becky from Aunt Beck's Creations, she participates in Project Dress-A-Girl, and she talks about it quite a bit. But last year, I was going to try to do Project Dress-A-Girl, but I had too many other things going on that it just wasn't going to happen. But for this year, I have one made so far. I kind of got an early start on it. this sleeve is done. So I am just going to pull out these gather strings really quick. And then I need to iron the bottom hem. Yeah, she does. She did a lot last year. I thought about trying to get stuff done last year, and it just did not happen. Like the year before and the year before that, I made like 15 dresses each year. But last year, I just did not get any done. So Maria's been doing it for like 3 years now. And this will be year 4. Yeah, that's right, Marty. She really devotes her time to doing those when it's time. Okay, and then I'm also going to take out this gather stitch that's on the bodice that is for the princess seams. Take out that gather stitch so that thread is gone. But it doesn't need to be there anymore. Sorry, I think I need a drink. I actually made sure I brought water down with me so I could get a drink of water if I needed one. I have that option up right now, but I don't want them to take that option away. I'm almost done taking out these gather stitches here.
Mom? Mom?
What?
Is there anything in this box?
Yes.
Oh, sewing and embroidery machine?
Yes. I told you if you created a design that you wanted me to embroider out, I could do that for you. Like, you draw it out, and I'll digitize it. But I was mentioning earlier to my viewers that I bought a program. Like, I started talking about it with my dad's patches that I did for him. But I digitized these, and after my 30-day trial was up, I decided that I was just going to purchase the program. Granted, I don't use it very often, but I have it if I need to. If I need to iron the hem. Am I buffering? Exactly, Joy. I could digitize designs for people that don't digitize. So if you have something that needs to be digitized, like
Mom?
what?
How long do you think your live stream will go on for?
I don't know. Oh, for your businesses. Oh, am I still buffering, Patricia? I'm so sorry. Probably because I got back on the PlayStation. You know what, guys? I think I am going to call it quits. I will probably finish ironing this hem. Probably finish ironing it offline. And then I will try to come back maybe tomorrow afternoon. And we'll sew up the hem and do the buttonholes and sew on the buttons. That's pretty much all that's left. But yeah. So so I think I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay creative. And then until next time, I'll try to be back tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye now.